everybody, it's Amy from amydeneweightloss.com. This is proof that you can take your shot anywhere. I am on the road. I'm away for a couple weeks. At the end, I'll show you a few pictures of where John and I are, but today let's take our shot together. We're gonna also hear some tidbits from John, who had his shot earlier today. I've been on this shot about 82 weeks, so I've done this roughly 82 times, but I remember the first time. And I just want to have some shout outs to those of you who are going to be taking it for the first time this week. But before I do that, take a look at this chart. There are basically 3 places where you can give yourself the shot. First of all, it's right here on the arm. I've read from a lot of people online who have had good success taking the shot in the arm. I'd say over half of them mentioned someone in their family that they have give them the shot. But let me show you another way that I've seen commonly explained. Now, I've lost 70 pounds, so I've got plenty of this. Plus, I'm not in my 20s, right? So things just aren't as elasticy when you're 50 and over. But I love what they mentioned. So they mentioned using a wall, which I think is brilliant. So they take this, they turn it to unlock, take off the cap, and then come against the wall and use the wall right here as something stationary to be able to give them their shot just like that. If you have a fatty arm and that's the place that you feel most comfortable, definitely go for it. On the chart, the next place is the stomach. You'll find the pictures and the how-to on the pamphlet that comes in your box or on the Eli Lilly website. If I carried a lot of weight through the middle, I would have picked my belly. Now, before I show you what most people said is easiest for them, I just want to tell you that if you're someone who's doing this for the first time, I had never given myself a single shot in my 49 years before I had my very first one. But I had done research for months on about these weight loss shots. Like, this is something we're putting in our body. This is a really big decision. I talked to my doctor about it, so I was gung-ho. I picked it up from the pharmacy after school that day, and that night I gave myself the first shot. So I definitely understand if this isn't your comfort zone and if you're just a little bit uncomfortable about it, but it's easy peasy. You can do it. We'll do it together in a minute. And then I'm going to show you John's shot earlier today and listen to his reaction when he was finished. Okay, let's talk about the belly shot. So my family carries their weight below their waist. Yes. Hips for miles. If I had carried weight around my stomach, I would have absolutely went for the stomach. So what people say is they find like the fattiest place, and some people even have said that they feel kind of good, like giving it a little bit of a pinch. Just this really nice fatty area. Unlock your pin, take off the cap right there, and now, before you watch me take my shot, and maybe we're gonna take our shots together, I wanna show you John taking his shot from earlier today. Here's John giving himself a shot in the thigh.
Easy peasy.
John, you gave yourself a shot about 10 seconds ago. How did it feel for those who are genuinely a little...
Just kidding, guys.
Way to encourage. For those people who were like us, who hadn't done this a day in their life,
Yeah.
before Eli Lilly's injection, what would you say to them?
So I'll tell you guys what. So I have a needle thing. Like, it doesn't bother me to get stuck, but I'm always careful about looking. Like, it's better if I don't watch when I get a blood draw or something. So the way those auto injector pens are, I want to just give like huge props to Lilly and whoever, if they worked with somebody to make them or whatever, they're great. So that one was completely pain-free. There was no sting, no nothing. And because like the way the pen is made, it will do the shot automatically, but it also it conceals the needle. So it's like within the cylinder, and it's a super shallow penetration anyway. So yeah, like the whole process is it's psychologically painless. That's what I'm really trying to say. So it's good stuff.
Thanks for your feedback.
Go Lilly.
Way to go, John. All right, let's talk about the shot in the thigh now. John did some research based on some clinical trials, and different places work better for different people. I'm gonna link that down below. It was shown that based on some results that Lilly got on a clinical trial, that those who gave themselves a shot in the thigh had fewer experiences with some of the side effects compared to the stomach or the arm. So he'll talk about lots of different side effects, and then he'll let you know whether the arm or the stomach or the thigh had the greatest or least amounts of occurrences. Something to think about. I have had a relatively easy journey. I lost 70 pounds. I've kept it off about a year, and I have given myself every single shot in the right thigh. I also want to remember to tell you that it's talked about a lot online, and I've heard many doctors mention it as well. If you want to take this out of the refrigerator and leave it out just to let it get to room temperature, some people find that they don't feel it when they inject it, that it has less of a sting. I do like to let mine reach room temperature. Okay, so let's take a look at the chart. So when they talk about the thigh, it's really showing this area right here. I've got on a skirt and biker shorts, so let's give ourselves that shot. The end cap comes off super easy. The unlock button, it just twists from the lock to the unlock. Just a little push right here is going to do it. Swab yourself with alcohol, as I have swabbed my spot. I'm pointing to it. So proving that you can do this anywhere in the world from my hotel room, and I didn't even feel it. I would say the pain level was a 0 out of 10. I maybe have one tiny little shimmer that looks like a little drop of water, but there's honestly not really even a mark where it was. And you are going to do great. All right, it's really easy just to put that cap back on, put this in a Sharps box, or create your own out of a milk jug. I'm so proud of you. You've gotten this far. You can do it. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to put them down in the comments. And if you have any advice or stories that you want to share about your personal experiences, we would love to hear them. Okay, everybody, that's been our video for today.